Exactly a year since I came through this door and started a vlog. Woo! When we were going into 6 weeks of lockdown. Do you remember that? I thought this was going to last 6 weeks. And here we are, exactly 1 year later, and we're perhaps emerging out of the other side. How exciting. 3 thoughts this week. First up, celebrating going back to the office.
Welcome back.
My friend went back to her office this week and she had quite a good day, but then they got a couple of bottles of Prosecco and they sat around and they got a bit drunk and the cleaners had to throw them out, and she said it was brilliant. Let's hear from Kirsty. She's the founder of Shape, which is a work experience consultancy, and she also runs a podcast called The Office Chronicles.
The first 3 days, don't even expect people to work. It really should be about orientating them, welcoming them. Expect kind of the day of each person just not to be very productive, because it's going to be amazing seeing each other again. So really thinking about not just bums back on seats, expect there to be a bit of a blip. When organizations forget that or miss that, that's when they're missing a trick, because actually that's part of the culture. That's the whole point of people coming back together. It's enjoying being with their colleagues again. Otherwise, we might as well just be freelancers and work for ourselves and not really be part of a culture.
So the first thing is celebration. The second thing to think about is what we've really learned. And it's been so fascinating to see the Goldman Sachs story just roll and roll this week. Starting with analysts reporting they're working 18 hours a day, they're completely broken, they've lost 2 stone, it's worse than foster care. Having the response from Goldman that they're going to look at this. Hearing from a junior that 3 to 6 people in any given team are off with burnout at the moment. Meanwhile, we see reports in the Times that an unnamed minister is saying flexible working has been such a big success, the government's going to consult on it becoming the default. And what we have learned, and it's so unavoidable, is that flexible working and remote working are not the same thing. The problems that are emerging from Goldman are as a result of remote working and the vaporization of any difference between home and work that is absolutely destroying people. And whatever we take forward from this, it cannot be that flexible working without any barriers is the answer, because that is what is causing the rise in burnout, something that we're definitely going to come back to. And the final thought is what we personally and organisationally are going to take out of this. And organisationally, it has to be, if you're in the information economy, how to separate working time from non-working time, how to put in those barriers, keep your team healthy, keep them productive.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And stop this blur. The words of Mo Gordak keep coming back to me, thinking about the difference between happiness and fun. Happiness is a peaceful feeling, and fun, often a distraction. So by all means, book all those calendar things, the holidays, the parties, going out, but don't forget to really think about the stuff that makes you happy inside. So I want to leave you with a quote from Myra Kalman and this lovely, lovely new book that I got this week, which is that dogs are constant reminders that life reveals the best bits of itself when we live fully in the moment. Like you.
Why do birds?
I'm going to take a couple of weeks holiday, so I'm going to be off for the next 3 weeks, and I look forward to seeing you when I get back. Thanks for this year. It's been so exciting. It's given me so much in terms of structure, the opportunity to talk to amazing people, the opportunity to hear from so many of you who've got in touch, people who've reconnected. It's been absolutely amazing and a really good thing to come out of COVID and lockdown. So here's to the next chapter, and I'll see you in 3 weeks.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out.